This video is sponsored by Stockies, trading livestock with all the information.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from somewhere in New Zealand, it's the YouTube show with Dave Benson.
All right, calm down. Welcome to the first ever YouTube show. I'm more excited than a hedgehog going to a prickle party to be here. It is such an honor to be doing this. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. I really do need to apologize for the vast overuse of green screen during these videos. It's not something that's going to keep going on, and we've also got some complex variations in the audio. I don't think anyone suspected it, but it turns out that I'm not as tech savvy as everyone thought. Given the amount of use of green screen, I think people are questioning whether I'm real at the minute. But whilst I may not have nailed it, a lot of people out there on YouTube actually have nailed it. I mean, who would think that the unboxing of a unicorn stationery set would attract more than 147 million views? We are talking bigger than some of the pivotal moments in history being viewed, just so everyone can, well, learn how to magically draw with the sparkles. That's not the craziest thing. A 3-year-old boy who dived down to the bottom of a pool to pick up his torpedo toy, 1.4 billion views. I mean, this is more than an episode of Baywatch ever achieved. Goes to show you that it's really about how cute your lifeguard is. But we get it. 1 minute you're watching an educational documentary on ancient history, and the next thing you know, you're knee deep in a tutorial on how to hypnotize your cat. Been there. No judgment. But enough about the crazy world of YouTube. We've got an amazing show lined up for you with 3 YouTube legends who are on the brink of internet fame. We're starting out with Jeandre from TechSpace, and if you haven't seen that, you're in for a treat. Next up, all the way from the USA, we've got Nate and Johnny from the FreeMind Group, and their podcast is unbelievable. And then this one's going to blow your socks off. We have music from the one and only Chill Moody. So sit back, relax, because it's all kicking off. Today we have a guest who's not just in the tech space, he owns the tech space. Whether it's tearing apart the latest gadgets or racing remote control cars faster than I can chase my kids. He's the man who knows what's inside every box and how fast it can go. If you're wondering what I mean, let's take a look.
What's up guys, Jeandre from TechSpace, and what's up guys, Jeandre from TechSpace, and what's up guys, Jeandre from TechSpace. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh. I don't know what's going on.
Give it up for the guy who makes unboxing feel like a tech safari, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jeandre from TechSpace.
Hey Dave, how are you, mate?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Thanks for having me today.
Oh man, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, awesome, man.
627 videos? I did have 26, but you did one today.
Yes, I am actually got a couple in my lineup of videos, and I think I'm sitting on, isn't it 629 as of now?
It was 626 last night.
Okay, 626. So I think it's still 626 then.
The thing I don't understand is, so you do a lot of remote control cars.
Yes, that's right.
And I see a lot of unboxing of remote control
Yes.
cars. How many remote control cars do you have?
Currently, Dave, I've probably got about 35 at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of space.
Yeah, it is a lot of space. You see my garage.
And how did it come about? Like, was this a thing that you just loved when you were a kid, and you were like, oh man, I bet other people will love this, and it evolved, or?
Yeah, so it's actually a funny story. I've always loved it. My first proper hobby grade remote control car was when I was about 7 years old, and I actually got it from one of my parents' friends, and he had a Kyosho Sandmaster, and he just one day decided to give it to me. I always used to go to his house, and I would say, oh, I would love one like this, and just one day he said, look, you've been hammering on about this thing. It's yours. Take it.
Wow.
And funny enough, back in those days, the cars actually used a AA battery. So I needed to go buy rechargeable AA batteries, and it took 8 of them.
Wow.
So you would put 8 of those batteries in and you would get a runtime like 5 minutes. So it was painstakingly. But yeah, that's where it started. I had a couple of RC cars, not really hobby grade. That was my only hobby grade one I had. Then I had a couple of supermarket ones, but I always knew I'm going to love this. Fast forward a couple of years, started working for my own money. And yeah, I started buying RC cars again. That was the nitro days, so that it's a type of a fuel,
Right.
Liquid fuel, but there's a lot of maintenance with nitro RC cars. And yeah, I gave it up. I didn't like the maintenance, so I said, nah, let's get over it. And then they started making brushless or electric RC cars, which is really awesome because brushless RC cars has got heaps of power, almost zero maintenance in terms of the motor and the engine and how it works.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just got back into it, and the rest is history.
Wow. And you've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Yes, yes. So since the third, well, ever since I got my own YouTube channel, was about 3 years ago that I started back into it. Yes.
And what's your favorite one? What's this one? What have I got here?
So this is a very special one, Dave, and I'm actually glad that I could bring it into this little talk with you today, because that is my first RC car that has actually been sponsored.
Oh wow!
For me to be to review it. So
Awesome.
That's really exciting. Finally, remember we've had a couple of conversations about this over time.
Yes.
It would be so great to finally get someone to send me a car that I can review. And that, my friend, is the first one.
Man, so they get a double promo. They
Double
get this
promo.
one and not. So what is it?
So that is a JSI NT14. And it's a brushless 3S RC monster truck. And it's supposed to do 80 kilometers per hour.
Wow. Cheapest, that's fast.
That is
How do you
fast.
control that?
Practice. Practice and luck, but more luck.
Now, I've got to ask, I was watching the videos.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
Hello guys, it's J-Man here, and today we are going to review the Pit Vipers. Let's get into it.
This is kind of a breakout from what you've been doing previously.
Yeah. So when I just started my channel, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Hence the name as well. I thought I would maybe go into an overall just review everything type of a channel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I started off with electric scooters.
Yes.
And then we got our kids some ride-on toy cars. And yeah, so I saw Pit Vipers. I love the brand. I saw them on Instagram and I was like, I really like this brand. It's all jokes.
Yeah.
All jokes. The marketing is all jokes. And I just thought to myself, why don't I get myself a pair of glasses and I make a unboxing funny type of video? And yeah, that's what that is.
Wow.
Yeah, the early days.
The early days. Did that spike you into celebrity
Oh, I wish it did, but it didn't. It didn't work out as planned.
Oh.
But at least a lot of people that saw it, especially people back from South Africa, really loved it and they had a good laugh. So, but I actually had Pit Viper contact. I was in contact with Pit Viper and I did tell them to look at the video. And they did actually provide me feedback via email and they said, oh, they loved it. They're going to send it around the office, the head office in America, and just tell the people to look at it and yeah, see what they think. So that was good.
Cool,
yeah, no, it's cool.
So, what was the point that things started to change? Because obviously you got 626.9 videos
Yes,
out there.
yeah.
Did you make like 300 videos and you had a low viewer rate and then all of a sudden there was a spike, or what happened?
So it's interesting. My first year becoming a YouTuber, I didn't really. I don't know. It was hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're still learning how to film, how to get your content right, what content you're going to make, all of that kind of stuff. And it was trial and error in the beginning. And the first year, I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers.
Wow.
My entire first year, I didn't have. But the day, I think it was about 8 days after I was on my year anniversary. I finally got 1,000 subscribers and I got monetized. which is obviously awesome. I had the required 4,000 watch time hours as well, which was a requirement a year or something ago. I don't know if it's still the same. And yeah, I just started to make a lot of short videos, and yeah, the videos just suddenly started to get more views, more people came to my channel, and yeah, the rest is history. I suddenly had a massive climb of subscribers. I think I'm sitting at 5,600 at the moment.
Yep.
So yeah, it's awesome. I can't remember which video it was that really started to push my channel up a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a mix of shorts, community posts, and yeah, just videos.
And do you get a lot of people sending you feedback on what you think about cars? So if you review one of the cars and you're like, oh, the wheels are rubbish or something,
Yeah.
do you get a lot of feedback from people saying, well, actually, those wheels are great and I disagree? Or
Yes, well, that's the awesome part of it. I mean, the RC community is fantastic. You know, the people, there's obviously people with a lot of experience, much more experience than me. You've got people that's been in it for 30 odd years.
Yep.
That's never had a break like me. I had 3 breaks in between, you know?
Yes.
And so yeah, it's awesome to get feedback from these people. What I try to do with my RC content is I'd like to get items as soon as they come out, or if they're not even released to the public yet or something like that.
Yeah.
And the reason is obviously obviously if you've got a product first on your channel, people will come and they will watch it there.
Yes.
And and then people will start commenting. They will say, and what is nice about my videos, if I can get it out early, is people don't know the truck yet. So, and one of my other videos, for example, and I think we're going to talk about it later, but that specific video, I hated the car. I still do today.
The red car in the
Yes,
intro.
yes, that one. Because it wasn't set up correctly from the factory. But because I was the first reviewer on YouTube to actually have that car and review it,
Yes.
I didn't know any better of looking at the ESC, because there's also no instructions, press the ESC twice or something to make it actually work with the gyro properly.
Yeah.
Or the gyro, not the ESC, the gyro. And I just got a lot of comments in that video like months later telling me, hey, did you press the and I'm like, this video is a year old. Most reviewers started checking it out about 6 or 7 months ago. So I was far ahead of the pack in terms of that. So yeah, but then you get the feedback, and then you can decide whether you want to try a car again and whether you want to like it. But I'm definitely not going to like that car again.
I've never seen you so frustrated. And
Yeah,
I've watched a few of your videos, and my kids love them, and we've been watching them. But yeah, that video, you almost threw that on the car.
No, I'm still going to.
I think you could do like a firebomb with that.
Yeah,
car.
no, look, I've got a plan with it. But I'm still, and this is another reason why I really despise the thing, because I can't get parts for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my front left drive shaft, CVD drive shaft broke, and I cannot get any spare parts.
Wow.
If I want to get a spare part for it, I have to order it from a website in the UK. They sell them, but then I have to get it from the UK and pay extreme amounts of shipping costs.
Wow. Okay.
Which for this car is not worth it to me.
Well, you don't seem like you enjoy it. So.
No. So this car, but if I do get it fixed, it's going to be trashed. Trust me.
I'm going to look forward to
I just
seeing
need
that.
to get it fixed.
Well, look, thank you for coming on. I absolutely love your videos. My kids love the videos. I
Thanks,
wish you
mate.
all the best.
Thanks.
If you want any detail about Jeandre's channel, just look right down here below. We'll be back right after these messages. Okay, I want you to follow this. Tap it there. Tap it there. Tap it there. Tap there. Tap it there. You can hit that subscribe button before me. You're just a legend. Wow! My next guests are a couple of legends who've been up and coming on podcast and YouTube scene for over the last couple of years. They are raw and always a hit and ready to record. They say this is the realest thing on the internet, so let's have a look.
Welcome to the FreeMind Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the FreeMind Podcast. This is Rob Lee and we are doing acro yoga.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Smith. I'm the founder and president of Launchpad.
Today we are with Seth Goldman.
Tim Calise, I run a coaching, consulting, and investing business.
In college, I stood outside the school store and I was like, I'll give you more money to buy that, and I flipped it all on Amazon.
Then when you teach them, the things, the structure of writing, the process and things like that, towards the end of the year, that's where the reward comes in. And they kind of gravitate, I want to write, I want to be a writer, I want to put out books. And it's cool to see that.
My name is Heather Kreider, and we are currently at Hempfield Apotheque right here in Lancaster.
You know my story, right? Rise to fame from the pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Nate and Jeandre. How you going, boys?
Hey everybody. How's it going?
It's great to see you, and it's great to have you on the show. How's things been going for you two?
Hey, we can't complain at all, man. It's been a busy summer, that's for sure. We're getting ready, launching up our FreeMind network, growing all our podcasts, and hanging out with people like you. So I can't complain. I don't want to speak for John, but I don't think he's having a bad time either.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This is really cool. We've been really working almost around the clock with FreeMind Network and trying to get something moving, and it's been a lot of fun. So the FreeMind Group, what is that?
So the FreeMind Network is kind of an evolution of the FreeMind Group. So I had started the FreeMind Group in 2008 as a band booking venture. So I was booking bands and doing flyers and all the promotions and sales for the bands in the Mid-Atlantic region in United States. And fast forward through 20 years almost of working in the alcohol industry and entertainment, John and I kind of got together and did a restructuring of it. So it went from the FreeMind Group as me as a solo entrepreneur pulling my hair out, which I used to have hair that was down past my shoulders, but it's gone now. And so I get back in and I link up with John, who I've luckily known almost the majority of my life now. We went to college together and we restructured the business to the FreeMind Network. And the FreeMind Network is a media company that takes creators of original content and gives them a real platform. There's no corporations. We're self-funded. We are just opening opportunities and hoping to amplify the voices of creators across the United States and actually internationally. We have done episodes internationally as well in India and Netherlands and Denmark and a few other places.
So what kicked off? So you started with the band booking, but then you moved into the streaming and online version. So what was the merge there? What was the shift to move on to that?
Yeah, so that for me personally, the media was always a part of my life. Like John and I we went to Drexel University, and we were really lucky in the beginning when Facebook first started. You could only have college email addresses and log in. So Facebook wasn't what it is today. It was really genuinely humans connecting with each other on an intimate level. There were not ads or anything like that. That was in 2004. I was doing sales for the bands as well as for a bunch of breweries in Philadelphia and realized that when we used to text our phone and we had to hit the number and all the numbers and the letters 3 times, I couldn't message 50 to 100 people at college to tell them to come to this show or to come out to this Heineken drink night or anything like that. So I started a group on Facebook back then in 2004 called Nate's Bar Promotions. And it quickly grew to 25,000 people in that group. So I could send one message out every day and be like, hey, here's this show going on. Here's this price promotion at the happy hour over here at this bar, and et cetera. And communicate on a scale that we as individuals never understood before. We realized that was something that only corporations had, where they could message that many people and make an impact. And that was 20 years ago exactly now. And I get chills actually just telling you right now. And that's what we're doing is I haven't stopped, and John's been in the IT world. So we are the technology and the evolution of technology and how it advances our lives as human beings has been ingrained into our system since we were teenagers.
I've been listening to the podcast for a while and I've been watching the show. What's the FreeMind Local? Because that's something new you've been doing as well. That's kind of changing it up.
So think about the FreeMind Network podcast as the flagship podcast. That's where Nate typically interviews remotely. And it could be business owners, founders all over the country or even the world. FreeMind Local takes that concept but brings it right to the street, right to the ground. So Nate is going around, walking into doors, opening stores and walking in and just interviewing them right on the spot, and getting a lot of great content. And not only that, we've met some great artists so far and creators, locally here in the Chester County region. And it's been amazing. Not only the stories and their lives that they've shared, but like the reaction from everybody else in this town and how receptive they are to it.
That's really cool. I saw one the other day, and there was a guy who started running for 365 days. And you were saying to him, what happened 367 days ago? And he was like, I wasn't running, but now I'm running.
Eric has an awesome story. Yeah, he speaking of internet celebrities and stuff, he started out exactly a year ago, obviously, and I started following him, and I got intrigued by the dedication that he had. And I connected with him. We're kind of built the same way, you know what I mean? We're guys that used to be, we used to be in the gym, and we've lived our lives, and we've been dads for a while, and we kind of got away from the gym. And I followed his, and the energy he has every day. It's Mile High Shuffler on TikTok and Instagram. Definitely check him out. And his videos just grew so much steam. I watched him from a couple dozen people, and now I think he's at like 40,000 followers on TikTok or so. I mean, he's really grown in the past year, and it's from that dedication and persistence, even to the point where John and I were joking around. It was like a couple days ago. He was almost finished his entire year, and he got back from a vacation with his family and forgot to go running. And we had a big storm, and he's local here to us. And he literally like shoots the video, and he's going out. He's like, "Oh shit, I almost forgot!" And he goes and starts running. And you can see the lightning striking and everything like that, and the rain. And he wasn't quitting, man. He really did it. So we went out there and we surprised him. We kind of showed up when he did his run for his 365, and he was excited, man. So that was what that interview was a very authentic human interaction, and him and I met for the first time. And I think that's the real joy of what we do is we don't really promote it as much as we should. But a majority of these, unless I specifically say it in the episode, we're meeting these people for the first time on camera. So you're seeing, when we talk about and joke around about the realest thing on the internet, it really is. There is no scripts. There's no agenda. We don't go out to dinner ahead of time. We don't go out to breakfast. I'm literally opening the door to their business into that intimate place that they survive and thrive and build their families with. And I'm just walking in and saying, hey, can I take your story and tell it outside the door? And I don't tell it. I let them tell it. We just serve as a platform and a voice to amplify their story.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. We're here with Nate and Johnny after these messages. All right, so this is the point at which we usually would have a great advert telling you about all sorts of wild, crazy, and amazing things. But since we don't have any adverts right now, we're going to tell you about socks. These are a pair of unbranded socks. They're good for keeping your feet warm, making sure your feet are comfy in shoes, just generalistic sock things. But if you need any socks, go out to your usual store that you buy unbranded socks from and pick yourself up a pair today. Go on, treat yourself. Welcome back. I'm here with Nate and Johnny. They're from the FreeMind Podcast. Hey guys, you still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Live and kicking. So how many episodes are you guys up to now?
We just dropped our 85th episode on Monday for FreeMind Network podcast, and then we're approaching our 10th or 12th episode to be released this week for FreeMind Local. And then we have our fourth episode actually dropping tomorrow for FreeMind Fridays with our UFC fighter and Bellator fighter Clifford Starks.
And you're the main face of the show, right, Nate? Johnny, you sometimes in the show. I saw an episode. There was an acrobatics going on, and you were there, but Nate was the one being held up.
Yeah, so occasionally I will make appearances on the podcast at times, but I'm like the man behind the curtain. I'm the wizard. I leverage a lot of the tech experience and background that I use, my financial background, and now I'm muscling up my business skills. So it's really cool. Yeah, I love it.
Now you guys are keen to play a game?
Always.
Sure.
The game is called Bingo, Bango, Bongo. I have sent you guys individually 3 animals. And what you have to do is, Nate, you have 1 minute for Johnny to guess every animal that I've sent you. You are not allowed to use your voice. You are not allowed to point. You only have actions for Johnny to be able to guess that animal. You have 1 minute. If he guesses 1, you get a bingo. If he guesses 2, you get a bango. And if he guesses 3, you get a bongo.
So no audio, just motion.
No audio whatsoever. You have just, there's no sound whatsoever. It is literally, and no pointing. So, Tom, can we get a minute on the clock? Are you ready, Johnny?
I'm ready.
Okay, Nate, your minute starts now.
Monkey, ape, chimpanzee, gorilla, monkey. Pass.
Let's try another one, Nate. Try another one.
Oh, elephant.
There you go. Got one. All right, one.
Elephant, bingo.
All right.
Monkey. Horse.
All right, 2.
Pony.
No.
Okay.
Horse is good. You're good. All right.
Oh, one more. We've got 10 seconds left. Time.
I can only see you from your shoulder to your waist. So,
it wouldn't have got it. You wouldn't have got it.
What was the last one, Nate?
It was cow. I had no idea where to go with that.
Okay.
All right. Can we get another minute on the clock? Johnny, are you ready with your 3 animals? Nate, are you ready to guess?
Do I have to go in any order, or the order you gave me, or
in any order you like, Nate.
any order? Okay. Cool.
Are you ready? Start the clock
I'm ready.
now.
Go with the only option. Chipmunk, squirrel, chipmunk, badger. Oh man, eating corn on the cob like that. Your rabbit. You got ears, squirrel, badger, chipmunk, weasel, ferret, crab, cat, dog.
Okay, move on.
You realize you gave animals to a guy that doesn't really like animals. Hot Tua.
16 seconds left. We have one bingo.
Snake, lizard, hawk.
One. Time.
That was horrible. Lion.
What is this? What was this?
Mouse.
Oh,
Mouse.
Oh. That was good.
What was the mouth open?
That was lion. And I purposely left seal for last. I knew I didn't have a chance.
Well, that was awesome. That's good fun. Thank you so much for taking part, and thank you for coming on the show.
Real briefly, though, I want to mention Empathy and Espresso is a new podcast that will be launching soon on our network. So look out for that soon. That's with a member of ours in the network, Carrie Black, and she's phenomenal.
Dave, also to mention too, what you're asking about number of episodes. If they go on our YouTube page for FreeMind Network Podcast, they'll see we have about a little over 300 or so videos on there. So there's lots of content for everybody to check out as well. There's weeks worth of content in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nate and Johnny. Check out the FreeMind Podcast. Full details will be right here down below. We'll be back right after this message. Okay, I want you to follow this. Tap it there. Tap it there. Tap it there. Tap it there. You can hit that subscribe button before me. Wow! I've been excited about this video all week. I was emailing Chill earlier and I asked him, which video should we be showing you? And he came back and said to me, Dave, you can show him horns at the funeral. If you have not seen or heard this, you are in for such a treat. And I know you're going to be clicking that button to go straight and see what else Chill's got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, get off your seats. Get ready. I give you Chill Moody.
Know my story, right? Rise to fame from the pain to glory, right? Heard from a source, he rips all the mics, names in all sort of lights. You sorta right. So you just know about the daily obsession. You take a step inside the booth and make a daily confession. But you don't know about the daily depression and doubt that comes with it. You just hear it and sweat it, I'm having fun with it. But you don't know about being that one ticket everyone's hitting, telling you to come with it or just be done with it. Tunnel vision, but you don't know what I go through. Keep it real, you only know what I show you. Remember, back in 02, asked me where my life was headed, couldn't have told you. But now I might recite these lyrics at the O2, the garden, get a show too. And I swear the 80-point theory's so true. I figure we gon' change that. Take whatever spots that we're given, I'll rearrange that. Make it so the spots that we're living, I'll park a range at. I'll always be the same cat. Vowed to always be the same cat. Just where my mind frames at. Memories so vivid, it's like I'm hearing pictures. Words so powerful, figured they're in scriptures. It's different. While I'm here with you, in the physical, I just want you to know, when it's my cue to go, play the horns at the funeral. Go. Just make sure it's horns at the funeral. Go. Make sure it's horns at the funeral. When it's my cue to go, while I'm with you in the physical, I just want you to know, play the horns at the funeral. Go. Just make sure it's horns at the funeral.
Like, I'm just always so happy that my friends are doing well, and the stuff that they're producing is fire. I get tears in my eyes sometimes when, like, my friends text me about their accomplishments, and people is doing really, really nice things right now.
Got me skipping verses. I play it cool, I'm chill, but I be just as nervous. Only reason it's seeming that all that's written's working, cause I'm spitting for a different purpose. You heard it, say what you will, you gon' hate if you like. Many tried, not even you can deny that this kid is working. And I ain't saying that this here race was picture perfect, but you can't look me in my face and say I didn't earn it. Fresh out the furnace, where the block's hot, the streets blocked off, and they ain't had to get the permits, they just get the burners. You cut from my cloth, that's the point when we come to terms. Ain't feeling that cool, it's only for the ones that's learning. And I'm the one that's earning all the respect anyway. It's due, but so it's rent, so it's plenty play without any pay. Squad still riding, they know it can happen any day, and most of them is fam, they been riding since they any pay. You ask T or Billy when them boys turn to Philly men. Nights on them stoops, dodging chilly wind. Miami drop top, still chilly win. Only difference is it's off of Chili's wins. Morning squad, we really can. Again, that's where my mind frame's at. Memories so vivid, it's like I'm hearing pictures. Words so powerful, figured they're in scriptures. I promise it's different. While I'm here with you, in the physical, I just want you to know, when it's my cue to go, play the horns at the funeral. Go. Just make sure it's horns at the funeral. Go. Make sure it's horns at the funeral. I just want you to know, while I'm with you in the physical, when it's my cue to go, please play the horns at the funeral. Go. Just make sure there's horns at the funeral.
Well, that's it, everyone. First show done and dusted. Man, I just want to say a huge thank you to all my guests today. Jeandre, Nate, Johnny, and of course Jill Moody. I hope you've enjoyed this show, and I really do look forward to seeing you at the next one. For details of everyone who's been on today's show, you can find them down below in the comments. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button.